What's up, everybody? It's your boy MP, and I'm coming to you live from the locker room before the very first game of my rookie bench tour. We're going up against a so-called blue chipper from this year's draft, and I'm looking to show the world who's really him.
All right. You feel like you're putting pressure on yourself to perform, by talking so publicly about this?
Nah, not at all. These kids were in college swiping their meal plans and doing problem sets last year. I was in Europe playing against grown men, running professional sets, and working on my game 24/7. Tonight is when all of that work, that's gonna pay off. Stay tuned. MP out.
This is Ladder of Light Gaming. I am your host, Action Jackson Wilson. Welcome back to some more NBA 2K26 MyCareer. It's yours truly, Action Jackson Wilson, making his NBA road debut. First of all, if you haven't checked out my previous video, I would encourage you to do so because we put up an NBA debut to remember. But now, that's all in the past, and it's only one game. This is our second game overall. I'm only playing key games to make this season go realistically faster. Plus, I got my attributes that I need for my player so far. But we've arrived in Philadelphia, touchdown in Philly, and we're getting ready for our first road atmosphere. This is going to definitely be a hostile one because Philadelphia fans really get after you. So let's see what we got. We're going up against VJ Edgecombe, who, by the way, shout out to him. He had a NBA debut for the ages in real life as the 76ers defeated the Boston Celtics. Be sure to check out the highlights of that. I think he dropped like 36, 38 points. I think that's the most a 76er has scored in a debut since Wilt Chamberlain. Again, not 100%, but I'm pretty sure that's what I saw. So be sure to check that out to be 100% certain. Also, I encourage you guys to like, comment, and subscribe, especially if you are new. I think we're currently at 41 subscribers. That's been unchanged since we put out our last video, so we could definitely use some more support here on this channel. We're not only here to bring you guys gaming content, but also to spread the word of God and the gospel of Christ. Jesus loves you. I don't care what you've been through. You have a Savior and you have a Father who loves you more than anybody ever will. So much so that He went to the cross in your place to pay a price that you couldn't pay. The wages of your sin was the death He suffered, but the gift of God was the eternal life made possible through His resurrection from the grave. So Jesus Christ, who is God, He is calling your name. No matter what situation you're in, no matter if you feel like you've drifted too far away from Him, or if you just don't know Him, He's waiting for you with open arms. And as a follower of Jesus Christ, I can say that I love you guys too. Just know that we're here for you. And it's all good here in this neighborhood. So anyways, saw the cutscene. We're going up against VJ Edgecombe. He was in a, regular NBA combine and stuff, but we went to Europe. We played against the big boys. I love the attitude that my player has. I'm trying to stay humble, though. But I was going to show you guys the box score for last game, but guess what? I want you guys to find out for yourself. All I know is it was a dominant outing. But enough dragging on about that. As you see, there's your boy. Draft pick for the Charlotte Hornets. In his road threads, got the white Nikes. We're ready to rock and roll as long as we don't have any side quests, which I don't believe we have. Let's rock and roll. So here we are. The Hornets have buzzed into Philadelphia. Hopefully we can treat ourselves to a little victory Philly cheesesteak after we're done with this contest. You can see your boy getting his shots up. Well, yeah, and just so you guys know, I play on Hall of Fame difficulty. And I don't have a max jumper either. I'll tell you what, I'll show you guys what my jumper is. It's one I created. By the time we get to the end of this broadcast and today's stream, I may or may not remember. If I don't, I apologize. I'm not sure if we're going to have anybody in the comments section, but feedback is definitely appreciated. If there's something that I could do better or I forgot to do last episode, please inform me, because we're here for you, the viewers. We want to hear what you guys want. And also, speaking of which, I heard the fans want more Detroit Become Human. That's going to be coming out here either later today or probably tomorrow. I'm not sure just yet, but it's on the way. Merry Christmas. Just kidding. I wish it were Christmas. As a matter of fact, we're exactly 2 months away from it. Today is October 25th. We're ready for basketball here between the Philadelphia 76ers and the Charlotte Hornets. The Hornets were victorious in their season opener. The 76ers did not have the same fortune. They're looking to get that turned around. There's a look at Andre Drummond, along with Tyrese Maxey, who are also out there with the veteran superstar Paul George. Look at LaMelo Ball. He also put forth a season debut of dominance. 34 points, 11 assists. He continues to put up stats like this. We're going to be ready to rock and roll. Oh, for those of you that aren't aware, I'm not in the starting lineup just yet. Right now it's being held by Mason Plumlee. I'm going to be at the 5 position. But I'm pretty sure if I outplay him this game, we're going to be in the starting 5, because right now I'm the 6th man. Just look at me and Con Knipple, who hopefully are both in the starting lineup here in the near future. Oh, look at this. Wow, talk about a piece of humble pie. Looks like we're picking up seconds today. I think this is a sign of what difficulty I play on. So I'll just prove it to you guys. I guess I can't prove it during the game. But I'm on Hall of Fame difficulty. And the gameplay is probably going to tell a lot. But individually, we've been putting in work. But as you can see, we've got a hill to climb here today. Down 29 points coming off the bench. Yeah, I think after seeing this, Coach will definitely pull the plug and put me in the starting lineup. Especially if we can repeat what we did last game. I'm out here with Con Knipple. I'm going to swing it back to me. I'm going to back up a few and swing it back to Knipple. 10 on the shot clock. Here is Bridges. Hit him with an off-ball screen, trying to drive on Drummond, but Drummond is there for the interception. I didn't have a problem cutting on the Brooklyn Nets, the team we played in the first game. The 76ers are definitely a lot better on defense. There's a near steal, but a drive by Sexton. Nice layup. I'll take the assist. Wilson's first dime of the game. And again, not to spoil anything, but I'm already in the double digits. My overall assists this season. Andre Drummond with a nice move in the post. Able to score over Wilson. Couldn't get him in the air, but he still was able to finish. Now we'll set up a floppy player. Actually, let's post up Bridges. Looks like he's got a size advantage. Bridges gets to work. Bridges goes up. Bridges scores. Well done by Miles Bridges. So 2 trips down the floor. Actually, 3 trips down the floor. And the Charlotte Hornets have 2 buckets. I mean, we may be down overall on the scoreboard, but me out there, we're not doing too bad. Tyrese Maxey will call for isolation against man. Maxey absorbs contact and is able to convert the layup. Here comes Colin Sexton. Wilson will go to the right corner, and here's Bridges. Tries to feed the left side, and the ball gets deflected out of bounds. 42-13, Philadelphia. And a platoon swap for the Sixers, and Bridges will take a seat for the Charlotte Hornets. Knipple looking for Wilson on the inbound and gets it to him. Wilson into the post. Here he comes. Goes with a drop step, goes up with a layup and scores. Wilson saw the size mismatch at 7'1", and he immediately took advantage of it. His first basket in the NBA wearing a road uniform for the Charlotte Hornets. Get plenty of baskets at home the other night. Here's Bono with the 2-handed slam. Again, Wilson was in the paint, but no luck in stopping him. Now Wilson will give it to Sexton. Wilson outside. Another steal. Hit Wilson a little too late. Grimes up ahead for Oubre. Nobody's back. 46 to 15, 76ers. Wilson will run the point guard. He'll get Knipple set up. Wilson looking like Nikola Jokic out here. Center calling plays. Here's the screen. Knipple pops up. Back to Wilson in the post. Wilson with the layup. Good ball movement by Charlotte. The two rookies with the connection. Knipple was taken in the first round, 4th overall, and Wilson went in the second round. Here's Oubre outside. At the buzzer. He's in the basket when it rattled out. The 76ers definitely are not sneezing at that. They've got a big lead. So we head into quarter number 2, 46 to 17. A 29-point advantage, which was the same deficit as when Wilson first entered the game. Expect Wilson, if the coach is smart, expect us to see a lot of playing time tonight, maybe even more than we saw in the first game. You definitely got to get more minutes after you put up a triple. Oh, almost spoiled my last broadcast. You're just going to have to find that out. What stat line did I put up? See for yourself. That's the whole point of being subscribed to the channel. We want you to watch our videos. Broom on the inside. Jelani Broom out of the University of Auburn, beating Wilson to the bucket right there. Okay, let's go back to a floppy for Knipple. Wilson dribbling. Got a size mismatch. Got him reaching, so we'll hit Knipple. Wilson will go with the screen. Wilson with the drive, but it's poked away. And the 76ers are not allowing anything in that paint right now. They're looking stingy. They're motivated after taking a loss in their season opener. Nice move by Broom, able to slither by Wilson. He's able to score to make it 50 to 17. That is all Charlotte tonight. Wilson will give it to Williams. He'll post up Broom. Wilson into the post. He fades. Can't get it to go. Broom with the rebound. Tried to hit him with a little shimmy. No dice. Now Grimes. Grimes outside for Oubre. Grimes lobs it. Ball's deflected by the Hornets. Here they come. Wilson running a fast break. He gets it and misses it. Gets the offensive rebound. Gets position. Layup. No good. Good defense by Broom. Nice job of standing his ground. Telling Wilson he should have kicked that ball out. Edgecombe off a screen. Edgecombe with the drive. Out to Broom for 3. It's no good. Gets the offensive rebound. Now Grimes driving with the left hand and kicks it to Broom. Now Edwards. Sixers moving it around the perimeter as Broom tries to drive on Wilson. Edwards back outside for Grimes. His three-pointer. No good. Rebounded by Broom. Wilson with good D, but Broom lays it up and in. Janai Broom putting in work off the 76ers bench. There's a pick and roll with Wilson. Wilson trying to get back to work on Broom, but there's nothing there. Here's a screen. Williams for 3. No good. Rebound Philly. Hornets give chase. Oubre, contested leaner. No good. Wilson with the rebound. Here come the Hornets on the break. Man, outside Wilson. Another steal. 76ers are in every passing lane, it seems. Edwards wide open for 3. Got it. Edwards from downtown. It's 55 to 17, Philadelphia. The hands down, we're going to pull it. Wilson for 3. No. Rebound 76ers. I can't believe they put me in the game that was 38 to 9. That's absolutely insane, to be honest. There's Grimes. 3 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Edgecombe inside, goes to the fade. No good. Rebounded by Broom. He's rejected by Wilson, but a foul is called. Janai Broom knocks down the first. 56 to 17, Philadelphia. As Broom tees up the second and misses. Wilson with the rebound. Up ahead it goes to Mann. Well, actually, that's Miller. Back outside, Wilson, another 3. Got it. Hand down, man down, says the rookie Jackson Wilson. To the other rookie, Janai Broom. These guys are going back and forth. 2 future superstars potentially in the making. Hornets just surpassed 20 points. It took them 16 minutes to do so. That ain't going to get the job done, ladies and gentlemen. We got to be better. Maxey with 3 on the clock. Maxey shoots and misses. Another rebound by Wilson. Now he's starting to get some momentum on his side. Connaughton back outside for Wilson. Wilson again goes back to work on Broom and wraps it to Connaughton. Here's a screen and pop with Wilson. Wilson over Broom. Got it. Wilson sticks it from the mid-range. Broom again had his hands down. Wilson with that quick trigger. He's up to 9 points to go along with 5 rebounds and an assist. Here's a screen for Paul George. George shakes Connaughton, but Wilson comes over with the help defense. George in the post, spinning. George with 8 to shoot. George not wanting to give it up. Now he has to. He forces it up. No good. Wilson the board. Up ahead. Wilson. Williams cutting. Wilson with the assist. His second dime of the game. Well, the Hornets finally getting a little scoring run started, but they got to put together a lot more. They can't come back from this all in one batch. 56-24, it's all 76ers, and Paul George able to convert with the left hand. 58-24, 5 minutes to go here in the quarter. Wilson outside, Broom again with his hands down. Wilson trying to make him pay again, but he misses. Expect Wilson to be very aggressive tonight. We got a lot of ground to make up. Here is Broom coming with the screen for Paul George. George drives, shoots, got it. 60-24 Philadelphia. As Ball brings it down, he'll push it up ahead to Wilson. Wilson gets into the post, beats Connaughton. Connaughton drives, Connaughton lays it up and in. Good strength by Pat Connaughton, not afraid of the superstar Paul George in the paint. That's assist number 3 on the game for Wilson. He's got 9 points and 6 rebounds off the bench. Outside for Watford. Now George. George looking for Maxey off a screen and gets it to him. 6 seconds for Maxey to shoot. Rejected! And it was Wilson getting a hand on that layup. And now he'll take a seat. And that'll take us to halftime. This, unlike the first game, is one to forget for the Charlotte Hornets. 76-42, a 34-point deficit. I tell you what, a comeback that large, well, let's say it happens less than 0.1% of the time in the NBA. I think to my best memory, a comeback that large has only happened once or twice. Hello again, Shaq, Ernie, and Kenny. But again, we're going to put you guys on silent because ain't nobody got time for that. We're the broadcasters today. But anyways, I mean, we don't even have much else to talk about on a halftime show. We're losing. We're getting dominated. I want to be in the starting lineup because clearly the starters didn't show up today. As you take a look at our upcoming schedule, we got the Wizards, the Heat, the Timberwolves. I can't remember what that third game was. I don't even know. We're talking and we're broadcasting. Our mind is spinning. You know, we're trying to make a comeback. We're trying to get in the starting lineup. It's a catastrophe. I don't know what else to tell you guys. Well, what I will say is, I mean, if you're not bored yet, like, comment, and subscribe here to Ladder of Light Gaming. I'm your host, Axon Jackson Wilson, with some NBA 2K26 on Hall of Pain difficulty. It's really Hall of Fame, but I call it Hall of Pain, and you can see why. Looks like I'm about to take my first fat L as an NBA player. Not to spoil it. Okay, well, I guess I already did. We won our last game. So, I'm not going to tell you what my stat line was, though. You're going to have to check that out. All I'll say is it was an NBA debut to remember. This game, though, is the opposite. As you see, I'm still on the bench. How bad is this going to get when we suit back up? It's still a 34-point game. No momentum whatsoever. 94-60 76ers. I mean, I apologize to the viewers. I mean, I don't know if I should be apologizing for this, but if you guys came here to see me win every single game or for it to be like a positive outcome all the time, well, you definitely came to the wrong place. This is realistic. This is how the real NBA operates. It's not just this, but every game that I play, whether it's baseball, football, I put it on the hardest difficulty. You know, we got to embrace the grind. You know, it's not always going to go your way. It's like when following Christ. It's not a straight line. You're going to have ups and downs and a lot of uncertainties, but that doesn't change who God is. He's for you. He's overcome this world, and we got nothing ultimately to fear. We may stumble, but we will not fall when we got him in our corner. Brandon Miller goes right into the chest of VJ Edgecombe. He says, "Welcome to the NBA, young fella." Oh, man, oh, man, oh, man. That's what you call a power slam. That's really been the only highlight, with the exception of a couple made baskets by Wilson, that the Hornets have had in this entire game. Maybe that'll light it a fire. We need a spark. Here's Wilson with the rebound. He's nearing a double-double. Wilson will bring it down. He's got a mismatch, so he'll pull the three. It's no good, in and out. Rebound by the Sixers. Wilson now 1 for 4 from downtown in this game. Edgecombe takes his time. He's got to have some redemption in his eyes after getting embarrassed by Brandon Miller on that vicious poster a couple of plays ago. Edwards to Grimes. Outside. Sixers are moving the ball quick. Grimes is going to have to pass it off to Bosa. He's got the dunk. Wilson knew right where he was going to go. He thought he could get the block, but Bono was just too strong. Now Wilson comes down with Bridges in the corner. Bridges doesn't want the three, and now he'll give it to Wilson in the post. Wilson calls for a cut. There goes Connaughton. Wilson fakes, gives it to Miller. Miller with 7 seconds to shoot. Miller driving in, pulls up. He scores. There's another young upcoming star for the Charlotte Hornets, Brandon Miller. He was picked out of the University of Alabama. He was who helped Nate Oates develop the Crimson Tide into a basketball powerhouse after years of suffering. DJ Edgecombe trying to get busy on Miller, but he elects to kick it outside. What a pass to the inside! And a beautiful finish by Bona. Now Miller. Wilson gets into the post. Wilson draws the double and gets fouled by Edwards. 1:13 remaining here in the third. 98-64 76ers as Connaughton hits Wilson on the inside. Wilson's got another mismatch. Wilson backs him in, goes up, and hits. Wilson with that beautiful post fade over the smaller mismatch. He's got 11 points now. Oubre beating all the Hornets down the floor. And the 76ers have surpassed 100, and we're not even in the fourth yet. Wilson again to the post. Got a mismatch. Back to the well. But he misses, gets his own rebound. There it is. Wilson not giving up on his misses. He's now got 9 rebounds to go along with 13 points. 46% from the floor. Got that teammate grade up to a B-. We got to get a higher teammate grade than Plumlee if we want to get to the starting lineup. We clearly weren't very effective with Plumlee in the starting 5. The starters got absolutely black-eyed in that first quarter. And then their 76ers definitely are not slowing down. They continue to throw punches one after the other. Now Wilson will set up a floppy for Bridges. Bridges breaks free. Good defense. Wilson again in the post, but a terrible pass. Drug me into a double team, and now Oubre inside for Grimes. Grimes outside for Edwards. He hits the three. No good. Rebound by Wilson, and that takes us to the fourth. This game may be a lost cause, ladies and gentlemen. 102-68. 76ers. It honestly was a lost cause before we even entered the game. We were losing, I think it was like 38-9 or something. Hasn't really gotten much better for us. But Wilson's got a good stat line. 13 points, 10 rebounds. Got some assists to go along with that. I hope Coach leaves me in for the entire fourth quarter. He's got nothing to lose letting the kids play at this point. If we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game, of course it belongs to the 76ers. What doesn't belong to the 76ers with the exception of a handful of points? Wilson with 68 on the night, and now he's going to get to work with Tonka Nipple. Wilson off a screen, gets himself free, but he can't sink the jump shot from about 20 feet out. Edgecombe brings it up. Edgecombe, the drive. Outside Edwards, gets Wilson in the air, and he takes it to the cup. That's all me. Oh, I'm going for blocks. Oh, now we got LaMelo Ball in the game. Why is he out here? That's what I don't understand. Here, LaMelo. Let's get you a cut. Cut the basket, LaMelo. There you go. Lay it in for me. Nice job. LaMelo Ball converts the layup off the assist from Wilson. Back come the 76ers with Edgecombe, leading by 34. Edgecombe trying to get past Ball. Ball with great defense, so he'll leave it for Bona. Bona kicks it over to Oubre, and now Grimes. Grimes back to Bona. Bona trying to score on Wilson. He can. Adem Bona with a nice job tonight off the bench for the 76ers. He's got a couple of buckets. Now Wilson trying to return the favor, but Bona with the steal. Tell you what, the 76ers have been ready for every single pass the Hornets have thrown in this game. Edgecombe, outside Bona. Bona. Wilson on him. Out to Grimes. 4 to shoot. Grimes shoots and misses. Wilson with the rebound. Up ahead, LaMelo Ball. Ball. Wilson wants it because he's got a mismatch in the post. They give it to him. Wilson draws the foul. He was about to hit LaMelo Ball for a wide open jump shot. Edgecombe gets tagged with the reach, and now Plumlee will re-enter for Charlotte. He'll be out here with Wilson. Wilson again with a size mismatch, and here he comes. Another reach-in foul. Boy, the 76ers are just not letting their foot off the gas. Talk about a humbling experience on enemy ground for the Charlotte Hornets after they looked sky high on opening night. There's another steal by the 76ers. Wilson with his first turnover looking for LaMelo Ball. There's the rejection on the other side. And the ball conveniently lands in the hands of one of Wilson's teammates on the sideline. Take another look. Wilson ain't giving up. We may still have 7 or 8 minutes to go, and this may be a lost cause according to the scoreboard. But again, let this be another life lesson. No matter what the scoreboard says, you keep your head up, you keep living, you keep balling, you keep grinding. It ain't over until it's over. Wilson with another block, but the refs gave Bona the foul. Oh, man, I don't know about that one. Dang it. Come on, refs. You got to give me something here. I know I just got a block, but we're down by 36. But how about Bona tonight? Got to give him some props. He hasn't been afraid to go at us all night, and he's making his free throws. This has been Philadelphia's game. That's all I can really say. But that's how it goes sometimes. This is basketball. This is just sports in general. As Wilson comes down, trying to get some redemption on Bona, goes into the drop step and lays it in on him. There you go, Bona. A little taste of your own medicine. Wilson now with 15 points off the drop step. Got 11 rebounds, and he's dished out 4 assists. Edgecombe trying to drive. Edgecombe off of Bona's back. It's a turnover. Numbers for Charlotte. Wilson gets inside again. Again going right back at Bona. Wilson can't get it to go. Bona with the rebound. Oh, I see we got a sub. Welcome in here, Zion. It's good to have you, man. 7 minutes to go. Appreciate you sticking with me, man. I know that this has been a rough game so far, but man, we definitely should be in the starting lineup after this game. Maybe that'll help out a little bit. But on Hall of Fame, you just don't know what to expect. Here comes Con Kneppel. We got the pass to him. Got an open cut. Wilson with a slam. Finally, a passing lane opens up for the Hornets to operate. That's back-to-back buckets for Wilson over Bona here in the fourth quarter. He's 47% from the floor. And now Grimes. Grimes looking. Actually, since we don't have very much going on here, Zion, if you're still here, I just want to let you know, Jesus Christ loves you, bro. Like, I don't care what you've been through. He's your Father. He's your God. He loves you, man. He's promised you eternal life. You just got to turn from sin and turn to Him. Like, His mercy and salvation is for everybody. I want you to go to heaven with me, bro. He's the only way. Wilson with the jump shot. No good. The clock was winding down. I actually did have a layup. I think I passed up, but it was for an important cause. The gospel of Christ is much more important. So, anyway, let's get locked back in. Here is Wilson, giving it to Kneppel. Wilson with the drive, but it ain't there. So now Wilson will get in and give it the Ball. Ball off a screen. He doesn't want it. Wilson trying to give Ball an off-ball screen. Here's Kneppel. Kneppel trying to make something happen with the shot clock going down. Wilson can't get the rebound. It goes into the hands of Bona. It's 109-74. With 5:18 left to go. Edgecombe, the rookie, fires. Can't hit. Wilson with the rebound. Got 13 now on the night. Wilson sees an opportunity for LaMelo Ball, so he'll call for the cut. Here comes LaMelo. Wilson hits him. Ball with that 6'8 frame, but he cannot finish. Rebound by Oubre. Oubre out to Edgecombe. Ooh, it's rookie against rookie. Wilson guarding up Edgecombe, and he gets him to miss. Ball gets the rebound. Outside Wilson. Wilson for 3. No good. It hasn't been the best game from downtown for Wilson. He's 1 for 5. 17 points, 13 rebounds, and 4 assists as VJ Edgecombe gives it up to Oubre. Oubre, guarded by Plumlee, who hopefully will be replacing in the starting lineup on our next broadcast. 5 seconds to shoot for Oubre. 3, 2, inside Bona. Wilson with good D again, but Bona, his patience a little too much. He got Wilson in the air, couldn't get the block, and Bona scores on him again. So now it's LaMelo Ball. Ball outside for Wilson. Wilson gets into the post and dishes it to Sexton. Sexton off a screen. Sexton. The kick to Wilson. Wilson from the mid-range. That's no good. Rebound by the Sixers. Grimes up ahead for Oubre. Oubre to Edgecombe. 13 seconds remaining on the shot clock. No good from Oubre. Wilson the rebound. Up ahead, Knippel. Knippel outside Wilson. Now Sexton. Wilson trying for an off-ball screen. Now Plumlee. Why is he asking for a screen? I have no idea. 5 seconds remaining on the clock. Should be able to time this perfectly with a good screen. Knippel for 3. No good. Plumlee with a terrible screen off the off ball. Another reason why I think we need to put Plumlee on the bench. Here's Edgecombe. Edgecombe outside Oubre. Edwards into Bona. Bona draws a double team and kicks it out to Edgecombe. 6 seconds to shoot for Edgecombe. 3, 2. Edgecombe gets free, but he misses. Ball with the rebound. Up ahead for Wilson. Bona missed on the steal. Wilson with the rebound. Trying to draw a foul, but no whistle. Had a dish out opportunity right there, but just got shoved right in the chest. We can't get a free throw to save our life tonight. We can't really get anything. Here is Oubre with 7 seconds remaining on the clock. Bona, 3 to shoot. Driving. Wilson with good D, but Bona again. Man, Bona might be earning his way into the starting lineup if he keeps playing like this. Ooh, they sagged off Wilson, but it's not Wilson's night. Another miss. 2 minutes to go. Honestly, I'm just ready to get this game over with, and we'll call it a good day, fellas. Here's a tough layup that doesn't miss. At least we've been at least on the boards. Here's a turnover. Wilson trying to hit LaMelo Ball on the break. And now Edwards inside. Kicks it out to Oubre. Oubre outside for Grimes. Grimes for 3. He's got it. That was Wilson's man. 76ers have been dominant on both sides of the ball. They got 7 3-pointers. They've also been cashing in on every opportunity inside the paint. Here is Ball. Wilson gives Ball a screen. Ball for 3. No good. Offensive rebound by Wilson. Gives it back to Ball. Ball with the hop step. Ball lays it up and in. So it wasn't the most efficient game for Wilson tonight, but he still did get 17 rebounds. Got 17 points, 5 assists. Here's a backdoor cut by Bona. And again, it's Bona flexing, finishing. Wilson again on the opposite side of a shooting foul. Meanwhile, on the other side, I can't get anything. You know what, Bona? Good game. Good game. You guys deserve to win. There ain't nothing else to say. Just got to suck it up and be a good sport. When you get dominated, you get dominated, and that's what happened to us tonight. A humbling game for Wilson and for the entire team. After looking like they could do no wrong on opening night, they get brought down back to earth real quick in their first road game. The 76ers 126 and the Hornets 82. This is definitely a game to forget. This is Jackson Wilson.
A lot of focus
signing off.
Proving yourself against the other team's top rookie, but most impartial observers would say he outperformed you tonight. Thoughts?
Yeah, a few. He's a good player. Props to him, but it's early and we're both figuring out where we fit in this league. I'm confident, though. I know what I can do, and it's only a matter of time before I break out.
Looking forward to more, MP. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Kevin, over to you.
This has been another presentation of Ladder of Light Gaming with your host, Action Jackson Wilson, NBA 2K26 MyCareer. And actually, before I forget, there's your proof. Hall of Fame, 10-minute quarters. Definitely wasn't hard to see that tonight, as you can see by the final score, 126-82. The 76ers win it, and they drop us to 1-1 on the season. Let's pull up our statistics to this point. Our next game will be at home as we take on the Utah Jazz November the 2nd. As you can see, we have played 2 of our first 6 key games. Also got the NBA Cup coming up against the Miami Heat. A lot to look forward to in this rookie season. We're just getting started. There's a look at our first result. We looked sharp against the Nets. We beat them 123-90. But we were on the opposite side of it tonight, almost by the same deficit. As you can see, there's my overall stats: 25 points, 20.5 rebounds, and 7.5 assists and a block. Here are my first 2 games of the league. Definitely outperformed Edgecombe. I don't know what the interviewer was talking about, but Edgecombe got the win. I'm sure he doesn't care about all this other stuff. So hopefully we can get this turned around next game. As a matter of fact, let's sim to our next key game. So it's definitely been a topsy-turvy season for us so far. Looks like we're entering this contest with a record of 2-3. Nope, 3-3. Yeah, it's literally been back and forth. Win, loss, win, loss, win, loss. We'll see how we fare against the Utah Jazz. We're struggling, but you can't take it for granted, especially playing on Hall of Fame. So, next telecast of NBA 2K26. Ace Bailey, the 5th overall pick, against yours truly, Action Jackson Wilson. Before we say goodbye for today, here's our final stats. Definitely not our night. 8 for 23, 1 for 6 from 3. But we did get 17 boards and we dished out 5 assists. Plenty of room for us to grow yet. Didn't expect this to be smooth sailing. I even said that after we had our first game. I don't want to celebrate too much because humble pie will eventually be served, and it definitely didn't take long. In just the second game of my career and the first on the road, I was definitely hit with the harsh reality of what this league's going to throw at me. Now it's just a matter of us getting ourselves back up. All right, I've drawn on long enough. This is Action Jackson Wilson. Once again, like, comment, and subscribe. Thank everybody for tuning in today. And before you go, you have yet to hear, Jesus Christ is the way, the truth, and the life. No one comes to the Father except through Him. All other religions, all other traditions lead to HE double hockey sticks, and I don't want any of you guys to go there. This is a message of love. God is calling your name, and He wants you in His kingdom of heaven, which is at hand. Repent, turn from your sin, and turn to Jesus Christ while you still have time. Come as you are. A great analogy for this is, don't worry about fixing yourself first, or don't worry about not being accepted by Christ as you are, because why would you hop into a shower after getting clean? That's what the Lord wants to do. He wants to cleanse you. He wants to forgive you. He wants to renew you because He loves you, and nobody else will love you more. And I love you guys as well. This is Action Jackson Wilson once again with NBA 2K26. We wish you peace that passes beyond understanding and unconditional love that only Jesus Christ can offer. Goodbye, here on Ladder of Light Gaming. Until next time.